2 years ago, I had an eating disorder which not only hurt my mental and physical health, but also the people I cherish and love. It started to grow once I entered high school. I thought my life was pretty good back then. I had a loving family, close friends, and at the time I enjoyed the simplest things in life. Somewhere along the way, I lost myself and began to lose what little confidence I had. I wasn't performing well and getting good results in races like I wanted to. Eventually, I became excessively critical of my grades, physical appearance, and athletic performance. Some of my closest friends from school started to drift apart from each other, including me. I didn't know why, so I blamed myself. At first, a voice in my head told me it wasn't my fault and I should just try to move on. I tried to, but I just couldn't. Sometimes I would cry myself to sleep because I was hurt and confused why this was all happening. My life was turned upside down. I felt alone with a voice in my head that started to relentlessly destroy my confidence. While suffering through this eating disorder, I was fighting with myself and hid this behind a fake smile. As the pressure from others and the media started to weigh down on me, this voice grew uncontrollably. I began to hate everything about myself, and I desperately wanted to change. I wanted to fit in, become skinnier, and achieve better results in academics and athletics. This voice kept telling me what I had to do, what I had to be like, what I shouldn't do, and essentially everything that was wrong about me. I think near the end of grade 8, those criticizing voices finally broke me. I became obsessed with trying to become the definition of perfection, and a lot of the times I never felt enough. In a way, I think I was trying to punish myself through extreme diet restriction in order to make up for all my flaws. That summer, I began to change my diet and run practically every single day. When school started for grade 9, I studied extremely hard and I lost about 10 pounds. I was happy for about a day until I thought to myself, 10 pounds wasn't just enough. Starting from there, I tried to train harder and harder by increasing my mileage and pushing myself to the extreme. I also restricted myself more and more and forced myself to eat less every day. My eating disorder began to grow even more and almost became unstoppable. It got to the point where I ate 1 egg, half a grapefruit, and drank a cup of green tea for breakfast. I ate a salad with no dressing for lunch with a little bit of protein. For dinner, I had the same thing as lunch with ginger tea. Every day, I felt more and more weak, and I felt like I was becoming a ghost, dragging my feet from class to class with little energy to pay attention. I lost my happiness and practically all my emotions. The whole year, I struggled to laugh at least once a week, and I somehow forgot how to smile naturally without faking it. After school, I would usually lock myself in my room so I wouldn't have to talk to my family because I had no energy to. In that year, I barely talked with my family and lost my special connection with them. This eating disorder got to the point where my family started getting worried and decided to take me to the doctor. I'm sure people could notice how much weight I lost, and my face and body started to look like a frail skeleton, and my hair started to fall and thin out. I was very underweight, and the doctor told me I had an eating disorder. I had to completely stop running, and which was a sport that I used to love so much, but somehow it turned into a harmful weapon. I was devastated and completely numb after hearing these news. That summer, I spent trying to recover from my eating disorder. The year of grade 10 for me was all about recovery, and honestly, it was quite a struggle. There were always the voice in my head feeding me negative thoughts, and it was like I was fighting against my own self over and over again. I'm forever grateful to my parents, sister, friends, and teachers for helping me recover along this excruciating yet meaningful journey. They supported me through it all and helped me learn to accept and love myself for who I am. Along the way on my journey to recovery, I realized, how can I expect people to like me if I can't even love myself? I think things started to get better from there and I began to gain some of my weight back. I gained closer friends, and for the first time in a while, I was able to smile and laugh genuinely. True happiness does not come from being as skinny as a stick or receiving praise from others or from winning a race. Yes, it may seem that way, but in the long run, it will never satisfy you. I have learned that the hard way, and I want to let you all know that harming your body in any way is not worth doing just to please others or to feel good about yourself or to gain some form of joy. Your weight isn't your worth, and I hope everyone can learn from that. I think I finally found true happiness thanks to my family and friends. They bring light to my life and make me feel loved and truly cherished. From this experience, I have learned many impactful lessons which have helped me recover, gain more self-awareness, and live a healthier and happier life. In the past, I would have been uncomfortable admitting to having an eating disorder, fearing the judgment of others. Back then, I was lacking self-worth, and I really didn't care what I did to my body. Now that I have fully recovered, I hope to inspire you all by openly sharing my journey, as I believe this eating disorder has made me stronger. While my painful journey was full of hate and tears, it has opened my eyes and helped me grow as a person. No one should suffer and feel as if they are alone, don't belong, aren't beautiful, and have nowhere to go for help. Back when I was going through this disorder, I was having trouble admitting to myself that I needed help because I thought I had to be strong and stand on my own. My family and friends kept telling me I was getting way too skinny, and I ignored all their comments and concerns. I thought I had to fight this battle alone, but I learned that this is far from the truth. You don't have to be alone and make yourself suffer because you don't want to be a burden to anyone. In fact, I think it actually helps you and the people you love and cherish feel at ease when you ask them for help or share your feelings and concerns. So please don't hesitate to ask for help. And I just want to let you all know that I'm giving you all my love and thanks for watching up to here, because if you're ever struggling, I will always have your back no matter what. I want to share the lessons I've learned through my journey to help everyone build confidence and self-worth, find purpose, develop healthier mental and physical life habits, and ultimately accept themselves for who they are. I'm always willing to listen and help you all because I understand we all have our challenges, and that's completely normal and part of life. As long as we support each other and accept our differences, I believe we can overcome adversity. Lastly, this is a message to everyone I know and the people out there in the world who are struggling. You are beautiful, never truly alone, and amazing in your own way, inside and out. Don't let anyone tell you differently, or else I will throw avocados at them. Just kidding.